Good morning, everybody, and welcome to TeamODZ Live. I'm just started here. There he is. There he was. There he is.
All right. Man. Well, since it's going to be a sweat fest, I might as well.
Yeah, going.
Oh, gee. I need to get on to work here.
Hey, good morning, Ben.
Hey, Ben. Yeah, I see some reds in there.
There's lots of reds. Yes. Well, at least it's raining now to keep us cool. Hey, Owen. Yes. I've lots of change.
Oh, yes.
Lots
Still
of
dark here
confusion. There was lots of confusion with the rides over the weekend. Well, thankfully, the audience entry was still at the correct time for me, but will be an hour different anywhere else. But the endurance builder did not change, so I wasn't able to late join it because it was an hour earlier. But then the leaders for that didn't. The C leader didn't make it. Derek, who's normally the sweep for the B ride, he made the B ride, but didn't have enough to eat. It wasn't a particularly nice ride for him.
I didn't even realize it was that it was time to change the clocks until I woke up at like 3 in the morning and I saw it on my calendar. And then I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to get up. I did think about riding. I see you up ahead. Eventually here, I'm going to catch you. Maybe.
Hey, good morning, Mark. Yeah, I remember one Sunday morning getting up at, or waking up at 3:15, get ready to lead the audience entry, and realising that the event started in 15 minutes instead of 4:30. It was starting at 3:30. So I quickly ran downstairs, started my computer, put in the pen, just to let everybody know that due to the time change, I was going to be late. And I late joined it once I had something to eat and got dressed.
Wow, this one looks fun.
Yeah, you're right, Owen.
Yeah, I think this is my last whatever week. And then the next week, I'm going to buckle back down. Start getting in my, starting to work on moving my CPL.
If that fan doesn't close us up now. Time for 10 seconds of 320 watts.
Oh wow, I caught you fast there.
The hill did it. Oops. Bit of snow to drive when I'm done here.
How much snow did you say you got?
I know, I'll tell you after.
Yeah, yesterday was pretty warm. It was like mid 50s and extremely sunny. It's one of those days where my eyes never got used to the sun the whole time. Went to the grocery store, squinted the whole way in, squinted out. But hopefully it will all work well. It's supposed to warm up a little bit all the days after the storm. And then it'll all melt away. And then maybe this is the last storm. You never know. I mean, it's still going to snow, obviously. But, you know, I'll take a little snow in the morning, and then it's gone by 10.
Hey, good morning, Graham.
Well, good part is we only have to do 290 for 2 minutes.
Bad part is we've got to do it 10 times.
Yeah.
It's more than I do in a TTP.
This is only the first week.
Nailed that one.
Yeah, that was my best one. Thank you. Ooh. I went to, on Saturday, I went out to Calais, Maine, which they call Calais. And it's right on the border of Canada, on New Brunswick, St. Steve. And that's the middle of nowhere on the way out there. That was actually a really nice drive.
Dropping in. Hiking the stream. Thank you.
That was the kind of drive where halfway through, about 2 hours of driving on a really nice road though. And the whole time while I was driving, I was thinking, man, this would make an epic bike ride route. I still need to map it to find out what the elevation gain is, but it would be just about 100 miles or over 100 miles, and I would have to say probably like 12,000 feet of elevation. Pretty hilly.
200 bit times than you've ever stood.
Yeah. It's definitely a long road, and it's also a road that has a pretty high speed limit, but you have a really good shoulder, and it doesn't seem like the traffic's extremely heavy. And this time I was looking out for those the parts on the shoulder where you get the little cracks every 10 feet or so. So I found out those are not fun on a long ride.
Keep you away.
Unless if I get like some 28s or something, that might help out. But yeah, that would be a good one to pull up there. I was thinking this would be a good one to ride up, stay somewhere, and then ride back. And then I got there and I'm like, wow, there was just nothing in this town. This town is a shell of what it once used to be. But then I looked across the river at St. Stephen. That place looked amazing. Well, not amazing, but amazing compared to Calais.
Is it Sunboy 5 that sang Ghost Town, Ellen?
Yeah, it's definitely, what is it? I guess it's 6:37 here for sunset. That's gonna throw me off.
Specials. Where did I get that wrong?
Usually
here we go.
I get so used to gauging when I'm, oh wow, 295. I usually get used to gauging when I should get ready to leave work by the sun. And this time of year always gets me. All right. Gotta find my spot and stay there.
For this workout, my spot's going to be a darkened corner.
I managed to get 8 hours of sleep so far.
Still asleep?
Feels good.
There's a so far bit that made me ask that question then. 8 hours of sleep so far, are you still asleep? Ouchie!
Yeah.
Ah,
2 minutes is perfect though.
I'd rather have a minute. Or even 30 seconds. Oh,
There is that.
gotta go see Leonard. You know, but Jerry sent me a photograph of 3 Floridian palm trees.
Yeah.
The other day, he said, we found a Bernard. And that set me thinking, is Bernard a Bernard? Or is Bernard a Bernadette? How do we know?
Yeah. If we were able to get off our bikes, we could go find out. We could stand under the tree and then do a quick Google search and then find out. I don't know how to find out.
No, me either.
Yeah, that was when I first found Bernard was for Bernadette, was when I got back from Florida last year. I was seeing palm trees.
You brought it with you, didn't you?
It
Hello,
almost
Leonard. There he is.
felt- Leo. Yeah, so yesterday we were making plans for our trip to Florida in May.
Making plans for Nigel.
It turns out that at the same time we're flying out, or that we were planning on flying out, my cousin's flying down to go
That's on it.
to to go on a cruise. And my dad lives right near Port Canaveral, so that's where she's going out of. So I was like, well, I'll be renting a car, so just hitch a ride with us. Works out perfectly. Hey, Lars.
Hey, Lars. Well, I was good until I started this workout last. Oh.
Oh yeah, this one's going good. Although my graph doesn't look that good. Each time I look up though, doing 295. Are we doing them in blocks of 5 with a big rest in between?
Like call 5 minutes a big rest, then yes.
Yeah, at this point.
Ah.
Wow.
Yes, boss. I don't know whether I'd say enjoy, but hey, we'll have a go.
I can see how these could get very unenjoyable coming up.
It hasn't stopped Rick from talking yet. I'm sure as we get later stages of it, though, that might be a thing.
Yeah. Might end up requiring a lot of focus at the end.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yes,
Yeah, that.
definitely going to need viewer support.
Oh no. Like Eddie Rags. Got this one though.
All right, peeking through the trees.
Few minutes is getting shorter and shorter.
Oh yeah. The next 2 minutes are going to be pretty long. Here you go. Back on it.
Yeah, if this storm wasn't going to be a nor'easter, then we probably wouldn't get anything in this area. Looks like it's just supposed to go through New Hampshire and southern Maine, but then it hits the Gulf of Maine and then grabs onto a bunch of moisture and then just starts sending it back up onto the state. That's when you get the heavy wind and heavy snow. Which I don't think we've had an all-out nor'easter this year yet.
Right. Correct. Hey.
Oh man.
Oh. You breath before I can drink.
I wonder if next week it is going to be 3 blocks.
Hey.
Or maybe, I don't know. Maybe they'll be longer.
Part of me wants
That
to
might
look.
be what it is.
Part of me doesn't.
I can't remember how these ones go.
Tell you what, I'll bring it up on the stream. I'll turn my eyes away so I don't know. Everyone's got coffee. The world is good.
I don't know how to do that one because next week I go to Providence this weekend. So it's going to be one of those weeks where I'm tired. Supposedly this one's the biggest event of the year, which I thought the last one was. Apparently this one's bigger. So it's going to be longer. And then
Ready.
we're driving back.
Here we go to number
Sunday.
4. All is right, or all will be right. You know, world going in a block in a bit's time. When we get to the end of the next 5 effort block. Although then I've got to go and shovel snow. Oh. I don't like seeing archers on downhill because they're so far away. Ah. Ah. One left.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, exactly on.
Yeah. I think just either way when you see arches. They're just
Keep very quiet. There's a few whips.
it's just a rough situation.
One more. And then we get 7 minutes.
Need to remember to bring my grabber up here. If I could get my sweat rag right now, if I had my grabber, it's just right there.
Hey, cat. Fetch. Fetch.
Whew. Oh. Oh.
Exactly on. I see a star every time I look at my Discord monitor. Hello, Rick.
Oh, hey there. Oh, we're seeing stars. Yeah.
Exactly on.
Unfortunately,
children,
my
of course.
isn't even going to be pretending to be awake until 7.
Here we go. Last one.
Another 40 minutes left. All right, here we go.
Right, you can't sweat for 40 minutes then. Workout will be done by then, but
Yeah, I always feel like when she comes down the stairs, she looks at me kind of like, what's his problem? He's not pedaling that hard.
you need to get Grace on one of these streams.
That would be fun.
It would. Yeah, we should get our kids. We should get our kids on. I would love to see Hope try and ride on rollers.
My only problem is I'd have to adjust the saddle. I don't want to open up that can of worms again. Couldn't make a mark, I guess. That's a good fan.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Order on. Well, Rick, it's either this or Sufferfest. Ouchie.
So finish there. Ooh. Well, I feel like I'm working out, so that's good. Well, now I need to blow my nose. I don't really want to use the one I'm going to be wiping my forehead with.
You go, I'll do it for you.
I'll have to designate one corner.
So Faith comes back on Thursday. And Hope was on a FaceTime with her. But I jumped in. Hope to see screen, camera view. And Faith says, hello Daddy. Hey Shapey. And I looked at Hope, I said, hey Hope. Faith comes back on Thursday. And there was no expression at all. No change in expression whatsoever. And Faith saying, yay! Hope, not a glimmer. I said, was your eyebrow show excitement then, Hope? And then she started scratching it. I said, oh, wait a minute. He's plucking the excitement out now. I got a smile. Her eyebrow will never be able to show excitement again.
Ruined.
Yeah. Oh, and do you remember Roger Moore on Spitting Image and his eyebrows? Made me think of that.
Whew.
I thought it was both of them. I could be wrong. So for the benefit of Rick and anybody else who didn't live in the UK in the 80s, spitting image is a satirical show where they have puppets for each of the people. They had Ronald Reagan, Gorbachev, Queen, yeah, Margaret Thatcher. We had John Major as well, didn't we? All I seem to remember from Ronald Reagan was wanting to kiss absolutely anything. And I actually owned Owen the 12-inch single of the Chicken Song, and there's Klingons on the starboard bow, starboard bow. Oh yeah, that's right. John Major was completely devoid of colour, he was grey. What we grew up with, Rick, what shaped us. And the Phantom Flan Flinger on his was Owen, there you go. Try saying that quickly. At 5:27 in the morning.
I think about the age that I started watching TV.
It does.
Nickelodeon.
Oh yeah, it was, you're right. Oh, well, 5 minutes is almost up.
Yeah.
Now, be honest with me, Owen. Did you ever, in the playground at school, lie on your back, wiggle your legs and your arms in the air, and do the dying fly? That was a thing on his was.
Dying fly.
Yeah. Oh my. I don't think you're being honest with me. Alright, here we go.
Do you remember it?
We're on it again.
That's when I expect the question. Well, yes, it may not ring a bell, but do you remember it?
I remember the music that they used to play when they did the dying fly.
Did it have kazoos in it?
No.
Was it like Flight of the Bumblebee, but instead it was
It's
Death of the
closer.
Housefly?
And that actually at the bottom of the hill.
Oh, nice. That's where mine is. Well, this one might be the best feeling one of the day. that's not true. I thought you meant the bottom of the hill.
No, I said, why can't it be at the bottom of the hill?
Oh, okay. Well, that changes everything. Oh, yeah.
Come on.
Oh, yeah. Well, felt the burn in that one. The end.
Oh,
The lactic acid is strong with this one.
you just lactating.
Yes.
I'm glad no one clipped that one when I said that. On a ride with Jerry one morning, he was doing a lactate shuttle. And I was doing a particularly hard workout. He said, I'm just lactate shuttling. I said, I'm just lactating. And then realised what I said. Comedy gold right there.
All right. Are you doing a lactate shuttle today, Owen, or tomorrow?
Or are you doing Silverfest?
Oh, yeah. Summerfest this week, right? That's right.
What's your poison today, Ellen?
Summerfest sounds worse. I've never done Summerfest.
The 4DP on that is awesome. Don't everyone agree with me?
Oh, here we go again. Oh, yeah.
Bye bye, Kim.
Wow. Definitely feeling it up in the legs here.
So it starts with the one, starts with the 4DP. Sorry. Then pass register and move it over. Don't know what comes after that. Find out today when Justin streams after us.
So is this the year that we stay in daylight savings?
Yeah, it depends on the state, really, doesn't it? I'm sure the last time I looked up, it still said 44 seconds to go. Oh.
Oh.
Man.
Ooh.
Ah.
Wow. My legs are definitely feeling it now.
Yeah. Well, Bob did exactly the same one. Oh my.
Whew. Well, that sounds like a good workout.
Yeah, because you're muscular. 1 minute, 5 minutes, 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's not fun. I mean, I can think of at least 5 things off the top of my head I'd rather do.
Hot focus pushed into your eyeballs. Being one of them.
Oh no, already?
Already. Drop up through his zone. Up to the halfway point, these things don't feel too bad. And then things go downhill from there. Right. Oh. No, I think you can push those up a little bit, alright? I've been with you.
20 minutes at 250. Whew.
Oh,
Yeah. 20 minutes.
don't go in with preconceived ideas, just ballpark figures on. Write it on feel. And when it tells you to get off, get off. Well,
Wow. I decided to turn a little more on that one. And in one way it was good, but another way, my legs were burning a bit.
There we go. Now I've got another song in my head. Debbie Harry, one way or another. My head's just full of music.
Whew. On Saturday when I was trying to find things to do in Cali, I went to this one store that they have locations all around Maine, but essentially it's just, you know, things that they buy truckloads from closed down stores and all that stuff.
On it.
And so you could find anything there, and it's always discounted. And so I found one of those iRobot Roombas with like it empties itself automatically and everything for 160. I almost bought it. I don't even know how it would work here with the animals and all that. But
on top of it and have a ride around the house.
I really want one. I've wanted one since they first came out. I think they're cool.
It's only at the top of this climb.
Ah. Ah.
I'm not listening now. What was that? All right, I'm listening. Come on, Arch. Ah. Oh. Woman,
I mean,
that's all.
one.
That's a righty. Lock in. In a pass. In a mass.
Ooh,
Mm.
that one hurt.
Oh, they've all pickled.
But it was doable. Especially because about 3/4 of the way in, I realized, wait, I think this is the second to the last one. Whew. Wow.
I've got Star Trek stuck in my head now, Owen.
Got lactic acid in my eyeball. It's everywhere. It's just shooting out of my legs now. It's shuttling. Oh my. Whew.
That's one coming up.
Wet side and booger side. Usually I have the color-coded sweat rags.
Oh, if you end up with snot down your face, I'll let you know.
All right, thanks.
Anytime. Here we go, last one.
Easy peasy.
I'm not saying it. But I know everyone's thinking lemon squeezy. Oh, darn it, I said it. First 30 seconds of these are pretty easy.
Yeah,
30 to
really the first
45 start to go
minute.
downhill.
The first minute always seems to fly by.
Yeah.
I always look up when it's below a minute, and then that takes forever.
Yep.
Well, 2 minutes is kind of my prime workout number. Oh yeah. If it's not burning, you're not earning. Right?
I love your sayings, Rick. Here we'll see the app. There it is. 20 seconds. This one doesn't look too bad, actually. Probably because I know it's the last one.
Yeah.
5 seconds. There we go.
Nice. Well done. Well, that's week 1. I mean, really, not that I want to, but I feel like I have room for a little more.
You can always do another one if you want. I'm not going to stop you.
And as long as I can get a good amount of sleep on Monday night, we'll be good to go. It's kind of tough to do, though, driving back. Whew, man.
Well, if you can do another block right now, I'll let you off with just 2 blocks next week.
Like I said, I don't want to.
I don't want us to do it.
I think the whole idea is after doing this week, I should be in better shape, right? So the next week it'll be nothing. Is that the idea?
Tell yourself that.
Oh, man.
I don't know that I even want to do 5 minutes of this now.
Yeah.
That tickles.
Yeah, I don't even feel like doing 170, really. It's getting a little easier now, but for a little bit there, I wasn't hitting it.
I'd be cheated. We're doing recovery and not revolvery.
Did the squeaky wheel get the oil? Did they go in and fix them all?
That euphemism.
Oh man. I thought I squeaked a couple times. Maybe
in a
not.
year or 2. Oh, I'm sure he would squeak if you put him on the 30-15 or anything.
I feel like I let out a squeak on the ebb.
I'm still laughing about that.
That was a long one.
Did you see that, Owen? That's pretty close the line on the ebb on Friday. Rick says, that was a long one. Which I said, actually, it was about 1 kilometre. I need to remember to put that in my list of quotes when I get to work. It'll go there alongside. It'll go there right alongside. What's Spanish for jalapeno? That's one of my favourite ones. That is. Oh, give us this day our Bailey Dread.
Man, I'm looking forward to getting to Florida again. Oh, I like it down there where my dad's at. For one, I don't have to work when I go down there. For two, I like the lizards.
Like what?
I like the lizards.
You like the
Lizards are the best. Oh yeah. I like going down there and just having things that are completely different than what you have in Maine. And the people are pretty nice in that area. You don't have too many Florida men running around. The ones you hear about on the news. I feel like all the ones you hear about on the news are just New Englanders that went down to Florida on the West Coast. They get a little too much sun in their system and they start acting all crazy.
Oh, Florida was on the southern coast of the US.
It is. But I think it's half
California's
Floridians
west coast.
and half New Englanders. Oh yes, I see what you're doing.
California and Washington. That rate was definitely a bit bouncy in there.
There, let's see. I got 75 TSS on that one. Looks like at the end of the first set, or the first block, my last one was a little bit, that one was iffy. I hit the yellow for a little while in the beginning, and then I fixed it at the end.
Your radio tower fly?
I guess. Go on. You don't want to shovel snow, do you?
Not really.
Yeah. Oh man, it's so nice and dry up there now. Other than a little bit of the melting snow, but there really isn't too much of that left. It's all going to be ruined in a couple days. How are you going?
Am I going where?
Up the radio tower?
No.
Or no, we can't, can we? Didn't
No.
even give me enough.
No, I know the crew doesn't take us up the radio tower. How is
Yeah, well, that was the first thing I looked at yesterday when I accepted this ride. I don't know why. I always do though.
Yeah, this route finishes at the banner here.
Oh yeah, that's right. Wow, that always looks like a longer route than it really is.
Can't do the climbing without enjoying the downhill.
Oh,
So
yeah.
thanks for the ride on, Stacey.
Which? Oh. Do they have any new routes planned for the tour of Watopia?
Got them already.
They're all the same ones from other years.
Got Scotland.
Wow. Yeah. Well, that wouldn't be in this one, right? That's just the tour of Watopia.
That's great. Hey. 25 oxygen.
You'd think that they would do a new route to make the tour of Watopia special. Instead, they give you some wacky looking kit that you would expect to see Screech wearing and Saved by the Bell or something. It's not going to cut it. Not going to cut it.
Yes. Yes, it is, Elaine.
Ah, drinking the Kool-Aid. Oh. Eating the carrots. Maybe digital carrots help your eyesight.
Yeah, did these little carrots turn off the pin effect?
I really, though, when I think about it, though, I don't know what a good kit would be that I would actually be like, now that's a good kit. Trying to think of one. I did like the first Fondo I ever did. I did like that kit, but I think that was more just because I could wear it and feel like I'm showing everybody that, yeah, I did the Fondo. And I did it really hard. And that wore out for a little bit. Then I was wearing my Century kit for a while. Then I got the ODZ kit and got all the gains. And now I'm just stuck with that. I go way faster now.
You know, if they had an Everesting jersey, I might wear that once in a while.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be a good one.
Hey there, Harry.
That's something. That's something that not many people would have.
Flat stripe.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I do like targets and goals. Even if sometimes I tell someone my goal or my target and they go, what? That doesn't make any sense. So, well, hey, you know, it's not about the goal. It's about getting to the goal. Not about having your seat adjusted properly. It's about adjusting your seat. Oh, nice.
Downhill from here.
I wish the Amondo was a better bike on this. I would use that to match my bike, but I think they need to go back and review the bike settings, because the Amondo is a top tier bike. I mean, just like the guy who sold it to me said, he said, what you got here is the Lamborghini of bikes. And I was like, why, thank you. Vroom, vroom.
Pedals.
Oh my. I was reading this woman's comment here. What's the special ride?
Specialized.
Ah. I had someone tell me that they've officially seen a trek bike at Walmart yesterday. I had forgotten all about that. That truck did that. I mean, it's a good way to make a lot of money, but it's also a good way to kind of ruin your brand as far as high-end bikes go.
When you've got someone from Walmart putting your bikes together.
Yeah, that was what the conversation was. And it started out about that because they were talking about how the bikes there were weird because the brakes were on the wrong sides. And I was like, well, that's because someone from Walmart put it together.
The number of times I've seen a Walmart bike with the forks on backwards.
That's probably actually what was wrong with this bike. Yeah, he was talking about he had gotten the bike just for riding around, and that it was there was that, and then also that the pedal, apparently the the bearings gave out only like 100 miles in.
They actually have bearings in the pedals.
Well, probably not. Yeah, the bushings gave out.
Oh, come on, super tough.
Are you saying I have brakes on the wrong side? Or are you saying the US has brakes on the wrong sides?
Riding that super tough knife edge. I remember all the pine trees being here, but it's been a while since I've just been up this climb. Or down it.
Oh wow. Yeah. I have the back on the right. Well, so why would that happen? Why must brakes be on opposite sides like that? Because that would be pretty horrible if I decided to come visit you and then all of a sudden be like, hey, can I take your bike out? And then as I rode away, you were like, oh, wait, and I didn't hear you. And then I found out at the next abrupt stop that that's the front brake, not the back one. I don't think motorcyclists cope at all.
Hey there, Pony.
I think motorcycles. Where's the brake on them? I think it's rear on this side. Although that's where the throttle. I'm trying to think. It's been a couple years since I rode a motorcycle. Wow, I can't even remember now. Now I'm doubting. I know that there is a brake on the foot. But I feel like there's a handbrake too on the right side. Oh yeah, that's right. Yep, clutch. Never mind. I take that back. Yep.
It'll be a bit funny having the clutch in the same hands that your throttle's on. That'll be a bit challenging.
Last time I rode a motorcycle, I decided I probably shouldn't ride a motorcycle. It was a sketchy situation. I was following my brother, and he was on his Harley Davidson, and I was on. It's like a on off-road bike, and so we took off out of his house, and then we were
like
just
a light
going for a
switch.
short ride. But he wanted to go really fast. And oh, fast we did. We were doing, when I looked down, we were going 120 miles per hour. And I was like, whoa. That's all of a sudden when I started feeling like, whoa, a little tense. Then we went to stop and turn around, and I almost pulled out in front of a car that was coming. And then we got back, and I was like, okay, there, I think I'm done now. I am good for a little bit.
I was going that fast that the colours were diverging.
It was amazing how fast the thing got there. Because that bike is, I mean, oh, it looks like, I don't know, what do you call them? It's almost like maybe like a touring bike. It almost looks like a BMW, but it's not a BMW. But it's, you definitely got the biggest one. And that thing, I was amazed at how fast it got to over 100 miles per hour. Ah, yes. Oh, the clutch. I had trouble with the clutch at first when I was learning how to drive. I knew how to drive really well just from video games and all that type of stuff, but then the clutch. First time I drove standard, it was in my grandmother's car. She took me out driving for my permit driving, and whew, did she have a ride. There's one point when I kept stalling out of the light, and so I got frustrated, so I just dumped the clutch. And oh my, did those tires spin. I laid a patch of rubber all the way through the intersection, and she was yelling from the passenger seat, holding onto the handle with both hands. Freaking out. Uh-oh, you went the other way.
Uh-oh. Oh well. Only got one
And then,
1 kilometre to go anyway.
And then finally after that, I ended up learning on my cousin had moved to California and left an old beater Subaru that he had bought for like $1,000 or something. And the clutch on that one needed to be replaced. But because it was so worn, they gave me a chance to learn how to make that connection better. And so then the next time I went to drive a standard, then a 5-speed, then I was able to just get it right down. It was pretty cool. I just needed some time to wrap my head around it while not having people honking at me and stuff.
Place the clutch in my Mitsubishi Eclipse. The person that owned it before me wasn't very nice to it.
Yeah, typically when you get Eclipses, you know that there was probably someone that rode that thing pretty hard.
Close to 100 meters. Yes, I can. Go the horse.
Yeah, I'm wondering about, Grace has said before that she doesn't want to get a license.
See, the thing is,
But-
Rick, in the UK, if you pass your driving test in an automatic, that's all you can drive. If you
Oh,
pass
really?
your test in a manual transmission, then you can drive either.
So you have to have a special manual license.
No, but it differentiates between passing your test in manual or automatic.
Ah.
No, not here, Owen. You pass your test, you pass your test. That's it. Pass your test in a automatic and then drive
These
manual.
days, manuals are so hard to find anyway. We
I
actually
passed my test
the car
here
that-
in. I passed my test here in an automatic, and then it's only after that I bought my manual transmission Eclipse.
the car that we had, that Heidi had before this one, when we went to buy it, I was like, all right, I want to get a 5-speed. The only problem is when you get a 5-speed, typically, unless if you're buying some real nice sports car, even with those now, I don't even know if you can get that, but usually you that means you have the most basic of everything. So that was the downside, but I was super happy that I had a manual transmission. And then once we had that for a while, then I was like, you know what, automatic's fine, it's good. I do enjoy the fact that you can adjust your speed a little better, like in traffic and stuff, but it is a bit of a pain that now you're having to push new pedals, extra pedals and stuff when you're having to stop and go.
Yeah, but you don't have to. Well, you do when you stop and you go, but
yeah.
I used to get lazy sometimes and not bother with the clutch pedal when I was driving along. You you match the engine revs and you can slide. Depends on the transmission, but you can slide between gears without a clutch.
Yeah, for a while there, that was all I would drive, just because I felt like it was better in the snow, better with everything, to be able to pick my own gear.
Yeah, handbrake's there in my truck and in Yolanda's Durango as well. Oh, and so it's a handbrake in Faith's car. What do they call it here? The parking brake. Or emergency brake. Why do they call it an emergency brake? I don't know.
Yeah, you don't want to hit that in an emergency, that's for sure.
No, definitely not.
That's the thing. You get a new driver who doesn't know any better, and then they get themselves in. I think it's because if you hit it, you'll be in an emergency. Maybe that's why.
All right, I guess it's time for me to go and shovel snow. We've done our workout, finished it. Thank you very much for encouraging us through it, Owen, talking to us and keeping our mind off our workout today. Much appreciated. And we will try and I don't know what my work schedule is, my meeting schedule rather I should say, but if I can, I'll reciprocate later. So take care, buddy. Thank you everybody for joining us. Justin is supposed to be doing a Sufferfest workout this morning, so hopefully he'll be on in the not too distant. So until then, take care. If not, then we'll be back tomorrow morning. Bye for now. Got you on. I'll see you your time then.